Hey guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can make your character that can blink from in Unity like this. Let me show you how, like this, and then you can transfer it to Unity. So in here in Blender I'm going to show you how you can achieve this by using a method called mapping displacement, or whatever it's called, just moving your UV to the targeted position. So this is an example. Let's say I have this object as UV has been mapped to this, and then as you can see there's two sets of face. That one is has eyes open, one's eyes closed, and then next thing you want to see is, well, let's say I want to make the character plane, then it means I can just move my UV like this. So if you go to your shader, you can look here. The shader is using texture, and for texture, if you press Ctrl T in here, edit, not granular add-on, it will show mapping and texture coordinate. What this means is that you can adjust more specifically for the position of your UV, of your object's UV. Let's say I'm going to take this one up. As you can see, you can set the location of the x-axis of the UV, and there you go. As you can see, even from here to here, well, roughly around here. So you can change, like technically change the face of our character just by moving the position of the UV. Now this is how I achieve it. I'm gonna use I use this, and I'll just add driver to this phone, and once I move it and yada yada, it will work, at least in Blender. But unfortunately it will not work in Unity. But the reason why I need to explain this beforehand is because we are gonna use the similar concept, at least up until this point. It is just moving the coordinate of our UV, but in this case we're going to use the method available in Unity. So what we're going to do now is just going to export this entire thing. Okay, I have two material, one is for the face and the other one is for everything but the face. Export everything, the entire object, and then we make sure we export the image of this, export, save it, and then we're going to move to Unity, import it, and you can see import it as FBX, and then we also import the texture. Now once you import the FBX, make sure go to material and then you extract the material. I've completed the process, so as you can see there's now two material that popped up here. One is for the face material, the other one is for the everything else material. Now for each of these, you want to go to your Pado. You will show blanks like this. Then you want to drag the texture here, so they will display the texture accordingly, so it will look like this, exactly the way we intend to, exactly the same way we design a model in Blender. Now next thing we're going to see is go to the click on our object, click on our material, especially on the face material. Go here to the offset. As you can see, there are a lot of configuration available in Unity, a little bit different from Blender, but it still has the same concept, which is the offset. Now we go to the offset and we drag our offset to the right, I guess. To the right, you can see it will move. Wow. So as you can see, we can use this method to achieve the same result. All we gotta do is just find a way to change the offset with our script, surely, because unless you want to set it permanently, then you want to use script. So we're gonna go to our object parent, just the 3D model parent object. Go here, then you're gonna add component, and then once you add a component, I'm gonna show you the script. Let's see this the script, and as you can see, there are several things in here. First is the game object. The game object will just get the face that has the material that we want to change. Second one is the offset and the target offset. Offset is just the default position, just in case maybe in the future I'm messing around and it turns out the coordinate that I set is a little bit off. I can just change it afterwards. And also the target offset is the offset that I want to change. And if you remember, in the material we tried we changed it to 0.15 and seems good enough. So this is the desired position that we want to achieve. So we set it to 0.15, and then the interval is just the interval that we want to change. We want the material to change every now and then, every this interval. Right, so this is all we need. So for the start, we're gonna get the material, and to achieve that, we're gonna put also make sure you add parameter renderer to get the material, quote unquote. We're gonna set run. We're gonna set it game get the render of this game object, which is a face, and we're gonna start our coroutine. Now our coroutine is the loop for changing the material offset every interval. But containing this this so and so method, or this coroutine, we call it the enumerator. It's just contain while true. We're just gonna loop forever. We want to change the offset, so set another function. This function will get the float variable, and we just change it. We set it for a new factor, set the offset, and then set the y offset, which is just gonna be exactly the same as the initial position of the material. And we're gonna put the ran, go to the material, and then we're gonna change the texture offset. Alright, there you go. So we change the offset to 0.15. Then we're gonna wait for this desired interval. In this case, I split into 2 because I want to set it into twice as fast. And then once it's over, it's gonna set offset to its original position, which is 0, as you can see here. Then it's gonna wait for a few seconds, and we can set it again. Now, as you can see, it's pretty simple, but hold on, I can actually just do this. Maybe for the blinking, it's not gonna be the source, so it's gonna be maybe 5. Let's try this. Okay, it should work. It's gonna wait. Great. Now make sure you set the game object, the offset, and everything else. Then it's gonna play. Now go here. Disable the sound first. Okay, as you can see, my character is blinking. Well, technically blinking. In reality, it's just changing its coordinate of the UV. But it should work, and it works perfectly, just the way we intended to. And even better because we don't have to set a driver, we don't have to set this complicated this math. You just need to change the offset. So there you go. That's how you can achieve this. Hopefully it'll be helpful for you guys. So yeah, see you guys next tutorial. Bye.